All right, get over, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
This is it. We are going for gold.
Hey, man, that's great. I mean, we can great. I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
It's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Denver Broncos behind their new signal caller, Case Keenum, as they get set to take on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets. I'll have further in the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Randy Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach. As we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, hometown Jets were introduced to the shootout crowd. It's a roll that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as the Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. Charles Davis and Brandon Garland. Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they played together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's going to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mind.
Before the game down on the field, they tell us the same thing every time, get the next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you're drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They'll fight forward about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the second down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
All right, back. Who are you playing, Todd? Sorry?
What do you say?
So who are you playing?
Just doing my SimLeague Series, the Jets versus the Broncos.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I gotta get off. Gotta go play Pokemon Go.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Oh, sure is, sir.
Catch you tonight, then.
Alright, later, man.
That's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. No touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led him to victory. He's doing all the right things.
His first look is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Amulia that time, and now it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
Because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, it's a sack. Shaquille Barrett coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Going to be catching up to this right here. Now this does turn you for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, sorry about that.
And when he leaned down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they drew the side away from that sideline. It's a secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying that is an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open, here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
We'll call that a 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over first down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over. Didn't get a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking at.
That's something this coaching staff told us they want to see a lot more of this season.
I imagine the entire time in the season, these guys that are taking breaks from that one threat when they were running and doing all the other things. All they were thinking about is how do we create more sacks? It looked like they just saw that.
As they were near the bottom of the league in 2017.
Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Well, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go down the field.
I like the way you evolve. You know, you learn how to play the Madden way.
Field at the 20. A good kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets offense now works their way back on the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So an agile move, but not a good game. Down right near the 25. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
The undisputed start this defense is Von Miller, who was the Super Bowl 50 MVP. He had 10 sacks in 2017. He's had double-digit sacks 6 times in a 7-year career. And how about a little cherry on top of the sundae? The defensive MVP of the Pro Bowl last season.
They go down the corner. And they'll get this one up to the 26. They'll pick up only a yard there and leave it with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your classes get challenged, at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game in the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and 1 at the outside of the snap. Now throwing on 3rd down, but he can't connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice to start their April.
Not at all. Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change it around?
And a story up clear, they go for style points. It's a real estate development quickly there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And the Jets pressure 2 notches down he goes. Gridiron Jenkins in there to bring them down for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes down the field, but he came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And 3rd down and nickel formation here defensively. formation. Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Morris Carter. And a terrible stop right around the 25. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten the first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to attain that first down.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Perrin. And he's going to take this down about the 17. A good run on that first down, and they're leaving on the 2nd. If this guy's an engine, he's going to have a pretty good game on the ground.
Well, you can tell he's got a little burst in his step. That's a big pickup right there. Touchdown.
On 2nd down, Donald. Target the ball, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed into the field there. You got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think you have a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity. And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, and you're a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, and then you just throw that out the window.
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there. Totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
It's going to attack. See how they attack him here. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is fielded at the 7. And New York set to take the field. And that has a drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad not to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come in with nothing, that's really tough for them this week.
We're going to make up for it. And he's able to get it here to 26. Right over 2 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw on 2nd down is Donald. That's complete over the middle of Anderson. Even with the nice move, can't get very far. Stop short of the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense, you know you got to drag route as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might run into some tough coverage. Go to a nickel set on third down.
Well, they got an extra DB out there. From the gun on third down, here's Gridiron. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on third down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect their quarterback.
Here's Gridiron. That's caught outside by Anderson. And they're getting out to midfield. This will be a spot right in midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And before they get settled in, time expires. On the first quarter of action. 2-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis planning going with you, it's the Jackson possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it second and 4 to start things out. From the 50, it's Darnold. Got his name completed in the middle. It's Anderson. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 4th on this drive alone.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go number 1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they get sudden Sam Darnold. I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy about that.
And take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They were playing really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. There's 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys that call the defensive ends. They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because they're usually 5-on-3. And when they do this job well, guys are playing the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just ram and hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On third down, it's Powell finding his way right over the 35-yard line. Only a yard to pick up guard is going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will give us the very good score on 5-0. These kickers now used to be with 50-plus yards cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Isn't it funny when you prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out about all-star quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-star wrestlers, right? Baseball players, football athletes, all over. And now we're just specialists putting it through the post.
And the focus of our players' spotlight is shining on Case Keenum. And I guess the question is, what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it's better.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. We can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. That hasn't hasn't been the case so far in this game, so maybe you got to figure out how do we get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contested by every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time the help is thrown, they're right there, gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to the air, Keenan on second down. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Devontae Baker, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there.
Well, we're taking loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one sharp, strong. Didn't they take completion, but made it very difficult.
Throw is Keenan on third down. And he will hit the man. Demarcus Thomas. Try. 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Demarcus Thomas. 77 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Powell on the catch. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
This is the running back, Powell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Darnold. This is Crowell on the catch. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Darnold now to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. First down, Darnold. It's caught by Crowell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got a new one. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. He's got it, the tight end Jeff Heuerman. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Keenum. That's caught. It's Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Our focus now moving to Dez Bryant as he heads back out there. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A first down throw, Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Darnold, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Another drive getting ready to start here for Demaryius Thomas. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Keenum will try again on second down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. On the handoff, this is Booker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Marquette King now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Anunu's got it, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now let's go! Green, 39!
Darnold on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Again, Darnold stays on his feet. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Le'Veon Bell with a couple of touchdowns there. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Bengals locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They run with Powell. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Bryant with a catch right side.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Shaquille Barrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Play action. Now it's Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it, but they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Wolford over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Powell. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Pass interference. Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's Darnold now on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there on 20 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 5.
On first down, Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Darnold on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Darnold now to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. On first down, it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 25 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
On the return is Henderson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he fields it cleanly. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization. Because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talents. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Get the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
Yeah, he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. He'll look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
On second down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. One last throw now for Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Denver, they moved